In this video, we're going to cover completing the square. The aims are solve quadratic equations by completing the square and tasks to check your understanding. At the end of this video, I would like to check your understanding, so I prepared the task for you. Comment below your answers or questions, and you will see this task again at the end of this video. Here, solve quadratic equation by completing the square. The given is x squared plus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. So to solve this quadratic equation by completing the square, first is we have to move the constant term to the right side of the equation, and that is the plus 8. So we have to minus 8 both sides of the equation. That will be x squared plus 6x. Now this will turn into 0 equal negative 8. Next is this x squared plus 6x. We are going to make it a complete square by using b over 2 squared, wherein the value of b in your given is 6. So that will turn into 6 over 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 6 divided by 2 is 3 square, and that is 9. Now that 9, we're going to add it on both sides of the equation. That will be x squared plus 6x plus 9 is equal to negative 8 plus 9. Afterwards, now this is a complete square that would turn into x plus 3 squared. Okay, to double check that, if we have x plus 3 and x plus 3, so x times x is x squared, x times 3 is plus 3x, 3 times x is plus 3x, and 3 times 3 is plus 9. Now we can add the middle term, x squared plus 6x plus 9, which is the same as this. Then continue, equal negative 8 plus 9 is 1. Then let's solve for x. We have to square root both sides to remove the power of 2. So this will turn into x plus 3 is equal. Now since we use square root, that will be plus minus square root of 1. And then we're going to minus 3 for both sides of the equation. That will be x is equal to negative 3 plus minus square root of 1 is 1. Then we're going to split the plus and minus. So the first value of x is negative 3 plus 1. So x is negative 2 for its first value. And the second is x is equal to negative 3 minus 1. And x is equal to negative 4. So the values of x is negative 2 and negative 4. Here we have x squared plus 10x plus 24 is equal to 0. We're going to solve this by completing the square. First is subtract 24 both sides of the equation. So this will be x squared plus 10x. This will be 0 equal negative 24. Now we're going to make this x squared plus 10x be a complete square by using b over 2 squared, wherein the value of b is equal to 10. So let's substitute it here. 10 over 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5. And square is equal to 25. Now that 25 will be added on both sides of the equation. It will be x squared plus 10x plus 25 is equal to negative 24 plus 25. And then this is now a complete square. Let's factor that. That will be x plus 5 square, wherein the square root of the x squared is x, and the square root of 25 is 5, equal negative 24 plus 25 is 1. So let's solve for x by square root both sides of the equation. So we can cancel this out. X plus 5 is equal to, since we square root, so that will be plus minus square root of 1. And then minus 5 for both sides. Let's continue over here. So x is equal to negative 5 plus minus square root of 1 is 1. Then we're going to split the 1. Oh no, we're going to split the plus and minus. So x is equal to negative 5 plus 1, and x is equal to negative 5 minus 1. Then let's solve for x. So x is equal to negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4, and x is equal to negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6. So here is the value of x, that is negative 4 and negative 6. Next is 5x squared plus 30x minus 10 is equal to 0, and we're going to solve it by completing the square. First, we have to make sure that the coefficient of the x squared is 1. So we have to divide each term by 5. Okay, so this will be, so 5 divided by 5 is 1, so that will be x squared, plus 30 divided by 5 is 6, then x, and negative 10 divided by 5 is minus 2, is equal to 0 divided by 5 is 0. Now, since the numerical coefficient of the x squared is 1, so now we can remove the constant and move it to the right side by adding 2 both sides of the equation. That will be x squared plus 6x is equal to positive 2. And then we're going to make this a complete square by using b over 2 square, wherein the value of b here is 6. So that will be 6 over 2, and square is equal to 3 square, and 3 square is 9. Now that 9 will be added on both sides of the equation. So it will be x squared plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 2, or it could be 9 plus 2, or 2 plus 9 will be the same. And then this is now a complete square. So factor that, that will be x plus 3 squared. The square root of x squared is x, and square root of 9 is 3, is equal to 9 plus 2 is 11. Next is square root both sides, so we can cancel this out. So let's continue here. Now it will be x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus square root of 11. Now since 11 is not a perfect square, so for me I'll let it be as a square root of 11. Now we're going to minus 3 both sides of the equation. So x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus square root of 11. And then we're going to split that. That will be x is equal to negative 3 plus square root of 11, and x is equal to negative 3 minus square root of 11. So here's our answer. Here is 2x squared plus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. So we have to make sure that the numerical coefficient of the x squared is 1. So we have to divide each term by 2. So this will turn into x squared plus 7x over 2 plus 3 over 2 is equal to 0. And then we're going to subtract 3 over 2, both sides of the equation. Now it will turn into x squared plus 7x over 2 is equal to negative 3 over 2. Now let's make it a complete square by using the b over 2 square, wherein the value of b is 7 over 2. So that's equal to 7 over 2, then square is equal to 49 over 4. Now that 49 over 4 will be added on both sides of the equation. That will be x squared plus 7x over 2 plus 49 over 4 is equal to negative 3 over 2 plus 49 over 4. Now this is now a complete square. That will be square root of x squared is x plus square root of 49 is 7, square root of 4 is 2. Equal. Now negative 3 over 2 or negative 3 over 2 plus 49 over 4 is equal to 43 over 4. Now we're going to square root both sides. That will be x plus 7 over 2 is equal to plus or minus square root of 43 over 4. Now we're going to subtract negative 7 over 2, both sides of the equation. So our x is equal to negative 7 over 2 plus or minus square root of 43 over 4. Now we're going to split the plus and the minus. So x is equal to negative 7 over 2 plus square root of 43 over, now the square root of 4 is 2. So we can put this together as x is equal to negative 7 plus square root of 43 all over 2, since they have the same denominator. Next is for the subtraction. That will be x is equal to negative 7 over 2 minus square root of 43 over 2. Then we're going to put that together. X is equal to negative 7 minus square root of 43 all over 2. Now here are the values of x. It's now time to check your understanding. Pause the video and comment below your answers or questions about completing the square. And remember, math is more than a procedure. It's a powerful habit of thinking.